Hi guys, meet Abby Jean. She's your new best friend, and she just happens to be 45, unemployed, and completely broke.
I just heard this girl's video about, she said, how if you're single and all alone and how are you staying afloat financially? I'm underwater right now for sure. Just saying. I have cut my bills down. I have canceled my cable. I have a change jar for real backup with like $300 in quarters in my change bucket for emergency eating.
Right?
Okay? We don't turn on the heater, the air conditioner. We turn all the lights off. Okay?
By the way, if you're that same way where you don't like to use the heater in the winter or the AC in the summer, not because you don't enjoy those things, but because you're used to roughing it to save money, let me know down below because I swear my whole life I lived in places that had ACs and heaters and we never got to use either.
Literally, I have menopause and I'm going to need that AC this summer, man. I'm telling you, it's St. Louis. It gets hot down here. But my food, I got my food whittled down to like barely nothing. I said, hey, it's okay to be anorexic. It's all right. I'm overweight by 45 pounds. It's all good. So, yeah, you make things happen. Every fucking boomer parent that if you did have one in your life that's not helping you, they go, you'll figure it out. You're damn right you'll figure it out. You're going to freak out. You're going to start selling your shit. You're going to start selling your shit. You're going to start hitting up people for jobs, and during the interview, you're going to be begging, but you already have a full-time job. I don't actually have a job, and I don't know how I'm making it happen. So, this is uh, this is how it's going to be, and it might not get easier. You know, I don't want to be a pessimist, but I'm 40. I'm almost 46, and the corporate world, that's hard to be in there after 40. Restaurants for sure over 40. I'm 46 trying to get a waitress job. Wants nobody wants a piece of this. All right.
By the way, I'm 48. I find this scary. The fact that what she's saying is that the rumor that's going around, if you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, none of the employers apparently want to hire us. What's that shit about?
Maybe a casino. I don't want to do anything. You know, you get on such a high horse as you get older. You know, you don't want to live all shitty. Okay, you don't want to work at Kmart. You want to work at Nordstrom's. All right, if anything. But you know, these shitty places that want me to work like 2 days a week, low man on the totem pole, it's never going to pay my bills. I have to get every single fucking thing down to almost nothing. I have to live almost nothing. I'm doing my own hair. I got my sister to cut my hair, dye it with the box dye. All right? Even homeless people can scrounge up a fucking suit to wear, okay? I've seen it. Um, yeah, you just no more, you know, you'll quit drinking if you drink, you'll quit smoking if you smoke. You can't afford those things. Cigarettes, alcohol, going on frivolous trips to Home Depot to go buy plants for the front of your house, that's out. Okay? You're going to start figuring out, like, maybe be a dog walker, all right? There's not a lot. There's a lot of choices, but not good ones. You know, you could get hurt in an older age being a dog walker, being a FedEx delivery person. You ever see those people jump out of the cars and run with a package and outrun a dog and hop over a fence? I'm not doing that shit. Hell no, I'm gonna bust my ass. Working at Costco, I mean, there's a lot of older people that work at Costco, like not the little kids. Uh, you gotta you gotta move a lot of shit over there. You could get hurt. I pull muscles on a regular basis.
So I totally agree with her because I pull muscles on a regular basis now as well. But here's the thing, I don't know if this is kind of a skit. She could be like middle-aged and absolutely rich because she doesn't really portray to me like somebody that's been a waitress her whole life that's broke and poor. If you agree with me, let me know. I have a feeling this lady's absolutely wealthy.
I went out job hunting today and I came home covered in bruises. I don't fucking know how. Okay. You know, you got to keep that fake smile on and keep schmoozing. You got to keep up with the times. Then you got to get a laptop, which maybe you'll probably already have one, but I know I don't because I've been a waitress my whole life. I haven't needed a laptop or a computer or anything. All right, it'd be nice to have one, but I don't have one. I could learn some sort of day trading, some sort of like consultant shit, some sort of, you know, working at home off the computer while you're trying to be a part-time waitress. I mean, that's all I could hope for.
Is this a
I
comedy
mean,
skit?
being a dog walker, it's not out of the question, but it's also like I fucking don't go running anymore because I get hurt every time I leave the fucking house. All right, so we're going to figure out what the fuck we're going to do in our Gen X retirement age, which are, you know, they say us Gen X's are, you know, aging really well and we look cute and young still. And, you know, people like the Golden Girls, they filmed Golden Girls when they were our age. Okay, like we look physically better than them. All right, but it doesn't mean that we're superheroes or anything. Those Golden Girls that are retiring at 45, all three living in one house, that's exactly what needs to fucking happen. All
I think the Golden Girls were more like 65, 70 in that house. I don't think they were 45. Am I wrong on that?
right, and you all got to get rid of your fucking cats. All right, so we can live
She's a
together.
comedian,
I can't deal
apparently.
with cats. No one else is gonna want to deal with your cats. People don't want to get scratched and get a fucking, you know, septic arm from that shit. Get rid of the fucking cats, okay? I mean, my dog died after 18 years. She was a Shih Tzu. I would love to have one, but it's like, if it means me living with a group of women in a very cute house where we're all like cute and organized and wear muumuus and we all can save money by living together, I'm not going to have a fucking dog just so I can survive, okay? Once I get my feet fucking planted, then maybe I could think about getting a dog. We'd have to get a communal one though, you know? That's one of the biggest problems I've had with living with other people is they're always like, can I bring my cats? I'm like, well, how many do you have? 3? No.
My God, I love this lady. So this lady's Abby Jean. That's the name of her Twitter channel. What do you guys think? Do you guys think she's broke or do you think she's actually trying to be funny? Because I think one of two things is happening. Either she's a natural comedian, which would make for one hell of a waitress. She probably is really good at getting tips, right? Or it's got to be a skit. Everything she's saying is to get like a low key a laugh out of it, I think.
A couple more things I've done to cut corners is I've cut rags into like towels into like smaller rags. And I use those. I haven't had paper towels in like 2 months. With my dishwasher, I squirt a little bit of Dawn in there now because I've been out of tabs. It's fine. I threw a little bleach in there too, like just a little capful, little bit of bleach, and I'm making my own frickin' dish tab shit. All right. When I do my laundry, I mean, I'm using a lot less detergent than I usually do. I have used baking soda and vinegar before. It's not my favorite thing to use at all. But there's ways you can make your own shit and get everything from the Dollar Tree. And I had to buy shampoo today, and I got it from the Dollar Tree. I don't know. I used to buy Olaplex and you know all the good stuff for a very long time. For at least 7 years, I've been using nothing but Olaplex. All right, that shit for the big one is $80. I'm down to like $3.99 shampoo from $80 shampoo to $3.99. Okay.
Now, wait a minute. She wants us to believe that she's a lifelong waitress, and here she is going with $80 shampoo. And we don't know who this roommate is. Is her roommate a husband, a significant other? Does he technically pay the bills? Is it a she? There's a lot of questions here.
Toothpaste. I mean, I use baking soda, and I mean, it works really good. It gets my teeth white. I use coconut oil and do coconut oil pulling. I haven't had a cavity. I don't have any tartar. No, you know, there's nothing bad going on. It's okay. I'm using coconut oil. You can get it from the dollar store. I hate to say it. I use coconut oil as my moisturizer. Literally, I am putting all the makeup I've ever had. I save every single container, and I use a paintbrush. I put a paintbrush down into the container to get every last little fucking drop out of it.
This lady is adorable. Guys, go to see Abby Jean's Twitter channel and subscribe and leave a comment or two. It sounds to me like she needs everybody's help that she can get, but she seems so positive and uplifting. That just goes to show you no matter what situation you are in this world, you can choose to look at the glass half empty or half full. It sounds to me like Abby Jean is trying to look at it as a half full glass, and you should too. Hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. Come see me again tomorrow. We'll watch some more movies or some more videos together, maybe Abby Jean stuff again. Have a good night.